Hello and greetings, my beloveds. It is so lovely to be here with you guys once again on a Wednesday. So, as you know, I am your host, Sdar Lotus. I am a Reiki master, energy coach, and facilitator, crystal alchemy sound bowl player. I also am a makeup artist, a singer-songwriter, jewelry artist, and just all art in general. I am loving the arts always. It's so lovely to have you guys here with me tonight. So I wanted to tell you guys about a very special event that I'm having this Friday. Tomorrow is my birthday. And so on Friday, I'm going to be having a in-person live performance at Zen Mystery in Dania Beach. So if you're local, I would love to have you come and see me perform. I'm not bringing the bowls to that one. I'm going to be doing music that I have pre-recorded and also some live acoustics. And I'm going to bring the looper and do a little thing with the looper too. So we're going to do a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to do like a 16 to 18 song set. So like we're doing a big show on Friday. So I would love to have you guys if you're in the area. Also, if you're ever interested in a session, you can do virtual or in person. You can check out on my website at www.starlotus.com, and you can see under services all the sessions that I offer if you would like to book an in-person or virtual. And also my Etsy page is on there, so if you want to check out my jewelry collection, you can also book to come and see the jewelry in person if you want to too. And I can also make you a custom piece. So holidays are coming up, so keep in mind if you want any amazing little energy pieces for yourself or your loved ones, just let me know. Now is a great time for me to start working on those custom pieces to get them done before the holidays. So let's get into what is going on today, because we have this beautiful Taurus full super moon right now. And I'm so grateful that you're here with me tonight as we gather under the potent light of the Taurus full moon, the Beaver moon, in the heart of Scorpio season. As some of you know, Scorpio is my home sign, a place of depth, excavation, transformation, shadow, and rebirth. And tonight, with the moon in Taurus opposite of the sun in Scorpio, we stand at the threshold of both grounded embodiment and inner alchemy. And I actually heard somewhere, and I didn't even know this, but Venus is in Libra, which is also where my Venus is. So there's a lot going on with that as well, which is kind of cool that that's all happening right now. So this full moon asks us, what do you value? What do you own? Materially, emotionally, energetically, and what do you stand for in truth? Under Taurus's earthly, Venus-ruled energy, we are invited to slow down, to feel the body, to appreciate what we have, to know that we are worthy of love, comfort, beauty, simply because we are here. At the same time, Scorpio's influence whispers that the shadows have something to teach us, that what we've hidden, suppressed, or tamed down may actually be the very source of our power, our gifts, and our authentic voice. So tonight we lean into that access, the grounded I have / I am worthy of Taurus, and the transformative I dive deep / I reveal my truth of Scorpio. We'll journey together through sound, through resonance, through remembering, reclaiming parts of ourselves we may have dimmed down for acceptance, for safety, or for the sake of others. We'll breathe into the question, what would I do if I knew I was infinitely loved, unconditionally supported, without needing to prove myself or hide a part of me? What would I stop doing if I truly trusted my inner worth? What gifts have I held back? What shadows are simply waiting to be honored and transformed into light? Because here's one thing about the moon's message tonight. Security isn't just what we hold, it's what we embody. Our value isn't solely in our possessions, our role, our image, it is in our being. Under this full moon, we are asked to feel that truth in our bones. And yes, Scorpio reminds us that letting go is a part of that. releasing identities, expectations, roles, or habits that once protected us, but now may be stifling the fullness of who we are. If you feel the body wants to speak, if a sensation arises, let it. If a memory surfaces, let it flow. The lunar tide is heightening tonight, truly a portal for revelation, for clarity, and for release. As we lean into this Taurus energy, I invite you to ask yourself, what am I ready to claim? And what am I ready to release? Let the moon invite you into both the gentleness of stillness, of courage, of transformation. Thank you for bringing your presence, your openness, and your willingness to be with whatever arises. Together, we honor the lunar light, we honor the shadow and the sacred shadow, and we reclaim the fullness of ourselves. So, I wanted to dive into the protected personality a little bit. And you guys have heard me talk about that subject on here before, but I think it's so important because we form the protected personality before the age of 3, most definitely before the age of 13. So the things that happen in those very pivotal years of our lives, make us react to things differently. And sometimes if something comes and doesn't feel good, and we're like, and at that age, you don't really know how to deal with things. We're not taught, especially back in the day. Now maybe a little bit more, but back in the day, we weren't really taught coping mechanisms. You know what I mean? They had the cry it out method and everything, which we know now is not good for kids. You know what I mean? So think of those transformative years where you weren't really getting the way to handle situations. And so when something happened that was big, we kind of pushed it away and we were like, ooh, that doesn't feel good. So I'm going to do whatever I can to get through this, to avoid it, to just survive the situation and not deal with it. And then a lot of the times we never really deal with those things. We never work with those things. And then they start showing up again later on in our life, in our adult life, when something happens and it's a similar vibration, maybe not the same situation, because we're always growing, we're always spiraling upward. Every time a situation comes around, we're a whole new person. We've experienced, we've grown, and hopefully we've been taking it to the body, like we're going to be working with tonight, and building those circuits so that when a similar situation comes along, we don't immediately buckle up and get hunched over and get that knot in our throat or that sinking feeling in our stomach. Hopefully we're working on those things so that when that situation comes, we can handle it differently. But a lot of the times, you'll see people handle it with avoidance or with unhealthy coping mechanisms. And we've talked about this before. But it's so what are we doing to work with that? And I wanted to also talk about what we were just talking about here, our authentic self, our authentic expression, and what maybe we have repressed because of what other people have said to us or made us believe about ourselves, and what we can now with this full moon. The full moon shines a light on the shadows, and we're in Scorpio season. So Scorpios are all about the shadow. We're all about that deep work. We don't mind diving in. We don't mind being depressed even. We kind of like going deeper and deeper and deeper because we know that on the other side of that depth is a transformation. Scorpios are all about transformation. I brought the violet flame bowl in again tonight just for that reason. And so it's a full moon is going to illuminate that shadow, especially a full moon in Taurus, where it's okay, where are we not being authentic? And I wanted to tell a story again about, and I've told this story before, but there was a time in high school where I was hanging out with a friend and they played guitar. And I hadn't really ever jammed with someone before. You know now, jamming's one of my favorite things. I love freestyling. I love somebody just playing guitar and me just seeing what comes out and what I can channel out in words without even writing. I love it. But back then, I had never done that before. I sang. I knew I could sing. I wrote poetry. I knew I could write good poetry, but I never freestyled or tried to make a song. And my friend at the time was like, hey, I wrote this little music piece. Tell me what you want to put along to it. And so he was playing, and I sang something, and he kind of looked at me and goes, I didn't really like that. I kind of already wrote something to it. And he started singing something he had already written to it. And I was like, oh, all right, I guess I suck at freestyling. I guess I suck at writing music. Maybe I should never do that again. And I went right in here. I went, I guess I'm not good at that. And I held on to that for years where I thought that I couldn't do that. I could only maybe sing songs that other people wrote, or maybe I could only write something. It would take me a really long time to write something that I really liked and that I felt like I wasn't going to be judged for. And what will my family think if I say this? Or what will this person think if I say that? Or will this person think that this is about them if I do this? And I would get super buckled down and super closed up, and I'd be like, I can't do that. And then one day I worked with that energy and I worked with what was going on. And I went, you know what? I actually like want to free my voice. And I started working with people who actually lifted me up in that way and encouraged me. And I realized what I was holding on to wasn't even my own. The skepticism and the like putting down, it wasn't even my own. That was words that other people put into me that weren't even a part of me. And I allowed myself to free my voice, and I allowed myself to freestyle, and I allowed myself to have fun with it. And it was funny because I was at home years ago and we were watching some home videos, and I actually saw like a video of me, and I came up to the camera and I sang this little song about my dog, and my mom's like, "Oh, is that it?" And I was like, "Yep, that's it." And I was like, wow, I've been freestyling longer than I realized it. I've been making up little lyrics and singing little songs longer than I realized it. But I allowed myself to shut down because people were always like, "Oh, you sing too loud," or so judgmental about me actually having a voice, where other kids weren't singing like an adult, where I was singing like an adult by the age of like 3. You know, I was like singing Toni Braxton, like Unbreak My Heart, in like deep alto tones and stuff. And like people weren't used to that. So I got shunned a lot for it. And people like were like, But I'm thankful that I had people in my life that actually like fed into me and told me like, "Hey, you've got talent, you've got something, do something with that." And I didn't listen to the naysayers. I allowed myself to express and use my voice. And I see this in some of my friends too. I have another friend that is going through a situation and she's very down on herself, and she's allowed someone else to program her mind into thinking that she's not worth it, and things aren't going to get better. And I I'm working with that, and I'm like, "Hey, we've got to flip these thoughts, because if you're going to be on the backside of the model, as we call it, and you're going to be in this negative, nothing's going right for me, nothing's ever working out for me, I'm not worth it." And that's what this moon is bringing up. Like, you are worth it. We've got to flip that from the backside of the model to the front side of the model. We've got to work on, okay, so anything that you tell yourself that's no longer serving you, that's no longer serving the greatness of you, your authentic expression, write it down. Think about it. What is not serving me? What is not serving my greater good? What is not serving my goals, the fullness of my being? And how can I flip that into a positive present tense statement that's actually serving me, and reprogram my brain? And how are we going to reprogram our brain? How are we going to create that connectivity in the system? With embodiment. So whatever is coming up for you under this Taurus full moon, whatever shadow is being shown light onto to transform, dive into that. Take it into the body. Work with that front side, back side, saying it in a positive way instead of the negative way that's coming up. And also take it to the body when you have those negative thoughts come up about yourself. Where do I feel it? Work with that embodiment, because wherever you feel that statement of like denying your self-worth in your body, it's going to show up. And it might take you a second. Maybe you're not super in tune. Maybe you're like, "What do you mean? I can't feel anything." Where does your hand go? Where does your mind go? Like, go to wherever the first place in your body pops up and give it a little hug. Give it a little gentle hug. And then we're going to do that breath work, because when we do that breath work, we're bringing photon density into our system, and we're actually building these circuits. We're electric beings. We're literally lighting up these areas when we do this breath work, and we squeeze that space with a gentle, loving hug. It lets it know like, "Hey, I'm here for you." And our cells, little antennas in our cells go, "Ooh," and they pay attention. They get in there. They're going to bring that light, that photon density into that area, and you're going to get that torque field, those chakras, or those energy centers that are offline, or what some people call blocked. It's really they're just offline. They're just not flowing. When we bring the breath in there, we're going to get that energy flowing, and we're going to be able to move past those issues and really go. And I've talked about this before in past healing sessions. A lot of times when I tell people to take a big deep belly breath, they go right up here, the shoulders go up, and it's like, no, let's get down in here. We got to ground into the body, because a lot of the times we're living in our upper chakras, and you'll see people meditate and they'll be like, "Oh, I want to be feeling like I'm out here and in the universe and feeling that vibration and getting that exalted feeling," and that's great. But we're forgetting about grounding ourselves into the body, because that's what we're here for. That's the experience that we're here to have. We're here to work on that energetic flow and learn lessons and feed our souls. So let's work on that breath work. If you're new here, that breath work is, we're going to breathe in from 2 feet above, because that's where our upper chakras are. And we're going to exhale 2 feet below. We're meeting in the belly, and we're going to take slow, deep breaths. We're going to slow that down. We're going to breathe only in through the nose and out through the nose. We're not expressing it. We're going to breathe in and out through the nose, and we're going to take our time. We're going to slow our breath down, because when we slow our breath down, we're also going to slow our mind down. I've used the ceiling fan analogy before too, where the ceiling fan is going so fast you can't even stick your finger through it. But if we slow it down, we can have that gut wisdom rise. We can let that gut wisdom rise, and it can come from our subconscious into our conscious mind, and we can actually work with things, and we can get that flow going again. Okay, so where was that spot that when you think about something that you're not so sure about with yourself, or something that's coming up for you, maybe it's not that, maybe there's something else coming up for you, whatever's coming up for you right now under this full moon, let's take a moment to take it to the body. Wherever your hand goes, your mind goes, or maybe you can feel it. Where are you feeling it in the body? And then let's take that deep breath in. Picture yourself from 2 feet above, like you're in an elevator. Belly first. Then the upper lobes of the lungs. And if you put your hands on it, you can feel if you're breathing in your belly or not. And work on that belly breath, because, that really gets you there. Breathe bigger than the body. Feel yourself flex open. Feel yourself flexing open that space that you're taking it to. Breathe into that space. Flex it open. And then slowly, once you're at the top of your breath and you breathe bigger than the body, you feel yourself really feeling that energy, slowly exhale 2 feet below, through your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, through your root, 2 feet below into the ground, okay? Exhale, full belly button to spine. Feel yourself push out all the air till you cannot push out any more air. And then slowly, breathe it up into that space, belly first, then upper lobes, into the space that you were feeling. And then exhale 2 feet above, slowly. So we're going to slow that breath down as much as we possibly can. Let's get everything slowed down. Let's come back into the body. With these full moons, it's so important to get back into the body. And just every day, it's important to, whatever's coming up for you, to see where you're feeling it and take a couple of breaths. Even if you can't sit and do the breath work, or sit and be in this like hour-long meditation with me or whatever, take it to the body. Get in there. It's going to build circuits. It's going to help you deal with things differently. You're going to see transformations in your life, like I promise you. I also wanted to talk about you're grounding in that confidence in yourself. Having that confidence to speak your truth, to walk your walk, to talk your talk. It's a beautiful thing when you're grounded in that confidence. You know what I mean? And it's not like you're just like, oh, I'm the best. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you're grounded in it. You have this like inner knowing that you are good at what you are good at, and you are here to serve. And this is part of your journey. So that was my little talk today. Let us go into the introduction of the bowls. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more of a fun voice as we introduce the bowls. All right, so I've chosen to work with these bowls for this Taurus full moon sound healing. Tonight I'll be working with the key of C major, which includes C, E, and G. So this combination helps ground us deeply into our solar plexus energy, our center of self-esteem, self-worth, and personal power and confidence, and also supports us in speaking our truth and showing up authentically in the world. This combination helps ground us deeply into these three tones, C, E, and G, weave together to create a harmonious bridge between grounding, empowerment, and authentic expression, which feels like the perfect vibration for this Taurus full moon. So we have first C for grounding and personal power. C is for your root chakra. And we have our low C, which is Imperial Topaz with Aqua or gold. This is our big grounding bowl, the foundation of the C major triad. Imperial Topaz connects us with divine will and manifestation through self-confidence and joy, while Aqua or gold amplifies this energy with higher frequency, communication, and emotional clarity. Together they anchor us in our physical body while aligning our intentions with our soul's highest path. And it's pretty cool because Topaz is also November's birthstone, so it's a great bowl to bring in right now for the energy. Then we have our middle C right here front and center, which is Malachite with platinum. This bowl holds deep heart-centered transformation. Malachite releases old patterns and aligns action with truth, while Palladium while platinum harmonizes and integrates all levels of being. This tone balances our inner fire with emotional intelligence, helping us move from reaction to conscious creation. And also, when we're reacting, we're throwing our energy off. But when we bring that energy back in, we're keeping our energy into our center. We're not allowing it to be thrown off, and we're not giving away all of our power. We're bringing our power back on to ourselves, which is so important. When we take it to the body and do that breath work, you're keeping yourself in that energetic flow, so you're not as easily thrown off. And the more that you practice that, the more you're able to just bring that energy right back on when you feel it being thrown off. Then we have this special little bowl, our high C, which is Mount Shasta Serpentine with Sedona Red Rock and Platinum. So, this one connects to Chakra 8, right above our crown chakra, the life purpose chakra. The energy center just above the crown, representing acceptance of all gifts and challenges. Mount Shasta Serpentine connects us to the Earth's Kundalini and Gaia's awakening energy. Sedona Red Rock brings in ancient wisdom and grounding through transformation, and Palladium adds divine feminine grace and alignment. This bowl helps us embody higher purposes while remaining rooted and receptive. And then we have E for the solar plexus. This is our low E, which is Great Salt Lake Violet Flame Aura. Transformational and purifying. This bowl connects directly with the solar plexus. It works to transmute lower energies into higher frequencies, release stagnant energy, and ignite empowerment. It helps you reclaim confidence and personal power while cleansing the auric field. And then we have our middle C, which is Dead Sea Salt Androgynous Indium. This bowl carries balance, harmony, and fluidity, the union of masculine and feminine energies. Dead Sea Salt detoxifies and clears emotional heaviness, while indium enhances intuition, adaptability, and rejuvenation. This tone invites deep inner alignment, restoring your self-trust and flow. And then we have our G over here for authentic expression and embodiment. And it's also our manifestation chakra, speaking your truth and hearing your truth. This low G labradorite platinum resonates with chakra 10, the embodiment chakra, which is right below our feet. So we're going with the upper chakra and the lower chakra tonight. Sometimes called the legacy consciousness. It's the grounding of your higher light into physical form, your legacy and the energy you leave in this world. Labradorite awakens intuition and insight, while platinum harmonizes field. Together, they support clarity, courage, and walking your talk, embodying truth and action. Then we have our high G pink ocean gold. This bowl opens up the throat chakra, promoting communication, emotional ease, and compassionate expression. Pink ocean gold carries a vibration of divine love and soft receptivity, encouraging you to speak your truth with tenderness and grace. Together, these bowls form a beautiful Taurus Scorpio polarity, grounding and earthy, yet transformational and deeply emotional. They guide us into the body, into the breath, and into the truth of your worth, while gently revealing and transmuting anything that no longer serves our highest embodiment. So as you receive these frequencies tonight, I invite you to feel the vibrations not only in your body, but also in your emotional field, letting them recalibrate your senses of safety, confidence, and authenticity. Let the sound remind you, you are safe to be seen, you are safe to shine, and you are worthy simply for being. Now take some time to clear out anything that's no longer serving you in your energy field. Start working on taking those big deep breaths in from 2 feet above. Feel yourself coming in down to your crown, your third eye, your throat, into the belly, filling the belly up and feeling it rise into the upper lobes of the lungs. Breathing bigger than the body. And when you're at the top of your breath, slowly exhaling through the nose, 2 feet below, through the sacral chakra, the root, down, down, down. in some beautiful water energy today. This is a stream from one of my favorite places, Sichi Hollow in South Dakota. It's a little recording. You can also hear some cicadas in there. I wanted to bring in that water energy for Scorpio season. So as you're breathing deeply, allow whatever is rising to come up. Breathing into that belly, 2 feet above and 2 feet below through the nose. Again, take it to the body. See where you're feeling. Maybe it's a place where you're giving away your power. Maybe it's a place where you feel unworthy. Maybe it's a negative belief you've been telling yourself about yourself or about people around you. Let's flip that. Find where in the body you're feeling it. Take a nice deep breath into that space. Give it a nice little hug. Feel the expansion against that breath. Really open it up. Really breathe into it. Giving it that gentle, loving hug. And now that you've identified that space, let's tell ourselves something positive instead while we're breathing into that space. Maybe if you're feeling unworthy, maybe you tell yourself, I'm so worthy of all the good things that are going to come into my life, that are happening for me. I'm worthy of the blessings and the abundance. And breathe with that. Breathe with that front side of the model aspect into the space that you were feeling. Maybe it's something else, but whatever is coming up, breathe into that space. And flip what you're telling yourself as you breathe into the space where you were feeling it. Expand into it, remembering to exhale 2 feet below or 2 feet above, wherever you're at in the channel right now. Breathing through the nose. Slow that breath down even more. Let it take even more time to fill the belly. Let it take even more time to exhale, belly button, spine. Really feel yourself either breathing fully in or fully out, bigger than the body. Bring love into that space. Let yourself know you don't have to run from this anymore. You don't have to believe what anybody else told you. You are free and safe to be who you are, to express your authentic truth. First one being Mula Bandha, which is lightly tightening your pelvic floor muscles just a little bit. You'll feel a little bit more pressure in your belly as you breathe in. That one grounds you into your body. And then also relaxing your shoulders down and back, really opening up that heart space. Are your shoulders up here, tense by your ears? Roll them back, relax them down, loosen them up a little bit. You can make your throat a little smaller, which is ocean breath or Ujjayi breathing, so that you can hear your breath. It'll also help the breath take a little bit longer. Let this one out through the mouth with a nice heavy sigh. Make some noise. Let it feel good. Relax your jaw, unhinge it. Move those shoulders down. Give yourself a nice stretch. Another deep breath. And all the work that you've done today, the love that you've given yourself, bringing that energy back on to center, working with your grounded power and your manifestation. You're absolutely amazing, and it's beautiful that you showed up today to do this work. The vibration that you're vibrating at will entrain those around you. They'll either have to level up or get out of the way. Because as you work on connecting your circuitry with your breath, you're evolving, you're growing, you're embodying and you're empowering yourself. And life has a way of working for you when you're doing that inner work. Life is always happening for you, but it's what you do with it when you realize that you are the creator of your experience. And you have the control over the reactions and the energy that you put out. Take another nice deep breath. Do some nice twists and stretch. Twists are always good to bring out the energy system after you've been doing that deep breath work. So take some time to twist, to stretch the neck, the wrists. Stretch it out, guys. Once again, if you're just joining me, I would like to invite you, if you are local, to my show on Friday. We're going to be starting at 7. I'm going to be performing some of my old favorites and new songs that have never been heard before. So if you can come and join us, that would be amazing. I'll try to live stream it at least on one platform, probably Instagram. But I'd love to see you there. Take another nice deep breath. Thank you guys once again so very much for joining me on a Wednesday night. It's always so hard to stop playing for you guys once I start. I feel so blessed to have you guys here in this presence. Remember to keep taking whatever comes up into the body, work with it with that embodiment, and check in on yourself. Make sure you're breathing into the belly, especially when some things like arise or you feel like, ooh, that tense feeling. Breathe into the belly. Hold that mula bandha, tightening those pelvic floor muscles ever so lightly, and breathe into the belly. It's going to ground you instantly and bring you back into center. And once again, it is so very lovely to have you here in my little studio sanctuary. I hope you join me again. Not next Wednesday, but the next Wednesday for a new moon sound bath. It's so lovely to have you guys. I'm sending you all